All right, we're going to construct the perpendicular bisector of this segment from C to D. So the first thing you want to do is put your little gold piece on one of the end points. I'm going to go ahead and put mine on point C. And you want to go, and we're going to make an arc, and you need to come at least halfway across the segment or farther, but at least halfway across the segment, and I'll explain why as soon as I start the construction. So I'm going to start with my gold piece on end point C, and I'm going to use the hole that has the 50 next to it. And you're going to make kind of a big arc. And whatever number you used, you need to remember that. I'm just going to write mine down for myself. I used the number 50. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to switch over to the other end point, which is point D for this picture. Put the gold part on that. And then whatever number you used, I just used 50. You want to use that again. And you're going to make that same arc. And what we're doing here is we're finding the perpendicular bisector. Where these two arcs intersect, this point and this point, we're going to actually connect up with a line, and that line will actually be the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Now, the reason I told you guys you have to go at least halfway across the segment, if you don't go at least halfway across, those two arcs will not intersect each other, so we wouldn't be able to find these intersections to connect. So at least halfway across, this line that I just drew, this is actually the perpendicular bisector. I'll just kind of highlight it. So perpendicular bisector is going to take and cut the segment from C to D into two equal pieces. Let me just call this M. That would be the midpoint of the segment. So C to M is congruent to D to M. So it's cutting the segment into two equal pieces, and the other thing it's doing is that segment that I have in orange there is going to be perpendicular, so where it runs into our segment CD, it's going to be a 90-degree angle.